Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK Journey video. In this video we're going over this image which was shared in the official AFK Journey Discord server by the developers. Now there's going to be a talk with designers which will be happening I guess soon, covering all of this information, but right now we have like the first introduction to what are going to be the themes for the next 3 seasons, not just the upcoming season, but the next 3 seasons in 2025. The first one is the snow theme that will be after Waves of Intrigue ends. Then there is the lava theme, and then finally we have the ancient theme. And so this is a lot of information to take in. We've never had such a big, like, long-term look at what the seasons were planned. Like, usually it's always been you get a hint of the next season when you're in the current season or the end of the current season. But we're getting actually a hint of the next 3 upcoming seasons, which is going to last the whole year, basically. Because each season is 4 months, and so 3 seasons is going to make up the whole year. And importantly, now this is actually where it comes really important, and I'm kind of regretting something. So the gameplay overview: early hero optimization, supreme plus skill upgrade for Muriel, Atalanta, Walker, Salazar, Soren, and Citrana. Now what does this mean? What I can understand from reading this is it seems like if you don't already have these heroes at Supreme Plus, it will boost them up to Supreme Plus for you. I mean, you get the Supreme Plus skill upgrade for these heroes. And like for me, what I've been doing, because I'm trying to get all of the heroes that I didn't have at Supreme Plus up to there, but maybe I'll stop with Soren now, because if Soren is going to be boosted to Supreme Plus because he's an early hero and they're going to optimize him for the future seasons, then I don't need to keep recruiting for him. Which is crazy. I wonder if this is going to be for everyone's account, and it does make sense though, because imagine you're a new game player entering the new season. It will be good if you have some heroes at Supreme Plus immediately, so you can try to clear the content more easily. However, I mean, these are not great heroes to have at Supreme Plus. I know Soren is good for PvP, but the other heroes here are very underused. These are not like top tier heroes. Maybe that is why they're going to give you the free Supreme Plus on them, but maybe you want to not keep these heroes on your wish list until we have more information about how this is going to work. And we get a confirmation that we were predicting, that the next season Dream Realm bosses are going to be Crazed, Shellbrute, and Plague Creeper. Now what does this mean? Plague Creeper is a summoning mechanic boss, and I have a feeling Hodgkin might be a great option there. We don't know if buff tiles are going to remain, or like for example remain in the next season, or even be usable in Dream Realm. This season they were not usable in Dream Realm, so like my safe guess is that they probably won't be usable for Dream Realm. And so like the Cassidy Graveborn comp is not going to work, because that was all about the Graveborn buff tile. But a hero like Hodgkin, who has AoE damage, he does well clearing enemy summons, he might be good for Plague Creeper. So that's something to keep in mind. Maybe keep him on your wish list starting from right now, so you can have him built up by then. However, again, not really to worry about this too much, because I think, again, Harak is probably going to dominate it. Harak and Talene type team, or like not maybe on the same team, but like a Talene team would probably do well, a Harak team would do well, depending on who you have built. And then 2025 key features: simulation, guild social interaction, season achievement. Okay, so this is, and it says at the bottom, this is a tentative plan and may be adjusted based on the patch release schedule. But looking at this is amazing. We haven't had so much information, and this is a big reveal of things which are going to be happening. We know the Dream Realm bosses well ahead of time. Previously, we didn't know about Orison Crystal Beetle until Pioneer server came out, and we actually were testing the new season. But now we're basically informed beforehand. And for Crazed, Shellbrute, the best teams were involving Shakir, Mikola, because after the boss gulps them, they're still remaining kind of on the battlefield, so Mikola was great. Shakir was just basically never to be gulped. And then Freesto. So Freesto is still going to be king. Maybe not for Plague Creeper. Actually, Plague Creeper is probably one of the bosses which does not fit Freesto's kit at all. But if the team is going to be involving Harak, then you're still probably going to run Freesto, because then Harak can devour the Freesto. I'm not sure. But yeah, so looking at this is really important information. And again, Now, for crazed shellbrute and plague creeper, Rainier is not looking amazing. Maybe for pre-endless, Rainier will be good for the crazed shellbrute. For plague creeper, because a lot of it is you actually attacking the summons rather than the boss himself, Rainier doesn't get as much value. So that's another thing to think about. Maybe stay away for Rainier for right now. Go immediately for Fresto if you haven't already built Fresto. And then, but Harak is gonna look like gonna seem to be a strong option, definitely for plague creeper. I don't know about crazed shellbrute because yeah, okay, but this is really interesting news, and the themes are looking cool. Like, we can't really predict what faction of heroes are in each season, because this season was predominantly a Lightbearer and some Graveborn season. And when we first looked at the Waves of Intrigue, like Pirate of the Caribbean's type vibe, I thought it was going to be a fully Graveborn season, mainly focusing on Graveborn, but there was a big Lightbearer, like actually more Lightbearer heroes released this season than Graveborn heroes. So the snow theme, we don't know. I have a feeling that we know that there will be Soren, there will be Shamira because of a previous talk with designers. It might be a wilder type season. Like, that's what would make sense to me. And then the lava theme, I have no idea. Maybe a Mauler type? Yeah, because we haven't had many Mauler heroes on raid up recruitment for a while. Basically since Mikola. Have we not had a Mauler hero since Mikola in the Song of Strife season? Anyway, you guys can let me know what you think about these upcoming season themes, as well as the gameplay overview. Maybe there's something I missed, or I maybe misinterpreted from all of this information. But to me, it looks amazing. And talking about when this season is going to end, because now that we have Ravage Realm out on the global server, we know that we're going to have 20 days of the Ravage Realm squad battles, and then we're going to have the siege battle, which normally lasts 4 or more days, 4 to 5 days. So I think probably 25 days from right now is the expectation of when we're going to have the end of the season, and that is going to be around January 15th or January 16th, I think, is when the season is going to end for global servers. Now, it is ending a lot earlier for Vietnam servers, January 3rd. And I don't know what will happen about the new season content. Hopefully we all enter the new season at the same time. But did the Vietnam server actually enter the season? They didn't enter Waves of Intrigue early, did they? I can't remember actually what happened with Waves of Intrigue. You guys can let me know if the Vietnam server entered it earlier or not. I know the Pioneer server, of course, had access to it before Global had it, but I'm not sure. I would assume maybe the Vietnam server did too. That is why they're like 1 week ahead of the global servers. But anyway, that is going to be exciting, and as soon as we have the Pioneer server content, we'll be covering the new season content and the talk with designers, which will be coming up based on this post that they posted in the AFK Journey Discord. We're going to cover that as soon as it comes out as well, so you guys can look forward to that. And if there's any more ideas you have, you can share them in the comment section down below. But that is going to be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video, and until then, everyone, peace out for now.